Hello, pizza lovers. Today, we're making a classic homemade Margherita pizza with fresh basil. It's simple, fresh, and utterly delicious. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the dough. You can, of course, buy pre-made dough. But trust me, making your own is worth it. For a simple dough, you'll need all-purpose flour, water, yeast, a touch of sugar, salt, and olive oil. In a large bowl, combine the warm water, sugar, and yeast. Let it sit for about 5 minutes until it becomes foamy. This means your yeast is alive and ready to work. Add the flour and salt, then mix until a shaggy dough forms. Now, drizzle in some olive oil and knead the dough for about 5 to 7 minutes, until it becomes smooth and elastic. Place the dough in a lightly oiled bowl, turning to coat. Cover it and let it rise in a warm place for about an hour, or until doubled in size. While the dough is rising, let's prep our toppings. For a margherita pizza, we keep it simple, which is key. We'll need fresh mozzarella cheese, ideally the kind that comes in a ball, and fresh basil leaves. Get the best quality ingredients you can find. It makes a difference. Also, get your hands on some good quality olive oil and a can of crushed tomatoes, or even better, San Marzano tomatoes. These have a naturally sweet flavor perfect for pizza sauce. Now, crush the tomatoes by hand. Once the dough has risen, punch it down to release the air. Preheat your oven to its highest temperature, usually around 450 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, and place a pizza stone or baking sheet in the oven to heat up. This will help create a crispy crust on a lightly floured surface. Gently stretch or roll out the dough to your desired shape. Aim for a thin crust for that classic pizzeria feel. Transfer the dough to a pizza peel dusted with semolina, flour or cornmeal to prevent sticking. Now, for the fun part, assembling the pizza. Spread a thin layer of the crushed tomato sauce over the dough, leaving a small border for the crust. Next, tear the fresh mozzarella into small pieces and scatter it evenly over the sauce. Drizzle with a little olive oil. If you have any, you could add a pinch of dried oregano at this point. Carefully slide the pizza onto the preheated pizza stone or baking sheet. Bake for about 10 to 15 minutes, or until the crust is golden brown and the cheese is melted and bubbly. Once the pizza is out of the oven, let it cool for a minute or two. Then, the final touch, top it with fresh basil leaves. Slice it up, and enjoy. The combination of the crispy crust, sweet tomato sauce, creamy mozzarella, and fragrant basil is simply divine. It's a taste of Italy in your own home. Buon appetito!